or Entity, I like it a lot. It might not seem the most outdraft compared to last game because you don't have a steamrolling kind of draft this time for Entity, but that does not mean that the draft might not be superior, right? Like sometimes you see a 15-minute game, you think, oh, this team is really bad, they got stomped, or they're, you know, that kind of stuff. But 15 minutes is not always indicative of that. It might just be indicative of, you know, the win condition being that early, or it might be indicative of a team messing up a lot in the early. There's a bunch of stuff that can happen.
Now, a 13-minute game, that tells you a lot about a team, right, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. 13-minute game. That's the threshold you cross, you know.
Yeah, they were actually just shy. I think they had a 13-minute and 27-second game. You know, 13:30 is when it starts becoming a little bit hazy. But until then, it's very clear. No, but of course, you're completely right. So expecting a bit of a closer game here, and so are Team Bald. I think that's why they called that game so early. They just didn't want to have to, you know, ruin the mental, right, and kind of fight into what was a pretty unwinnable game. I mean, 13-minute Roche with that lineup wasn't even much of a Roche lineup.
With Overlord.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have Lycan. Lycan's always a rush lineup, right?
Yeah, sure, when he gets Overlord, but normally that's not, you know, 13 minutes in.
I mean, look, last game to me was just... You ever had the science fairs in your school?
Yeah.
Being American?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that experiment that every kid does when they're younger, where they like give you a bunch of screwdrivers and see how long it takes you to give up?
What?
Yeah, like give you a bunch of screwdrivers and let them work, and they check how long it takes you to give up, like for people to give up.
What do you mean?
And realize that no screwdriver works.
What do you mean it doesn't?
It's like a very...
Is this why you don't know how to use hand tools? Are you sure they weren't just testing you?
No. They give you a bunch of screwdrivers. None of them work, right? And they want to see how long it takes you to give up. For me, the experimenters gave up before I did because I was there for 40 minutes thinking, there's no way none of these work. So that was bad. But anyway, that was the experiment yesterday or earlier from Bald. I can't believe you didn't do that. That's like the most common experiment. That one and the volcano and the plants.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you when you say you tried to use a screwdriver for 40 minutes, because I've seen you try and use a screwdriver for 40 seconds, quit, and then basically throw it into the wall. This is unbelievable.
Because I know I can trust you.
Now I know.
To do it for me
the screwdrivers. They've gotten me before.
As a kid, I used to have a lot of perseverance.
Okay, fair enough.
Look, that was before I played Dota. Okay, that's my thing. Crystallis is in trouble. He went too far. No, he's fine. Never mind. Spoke too soon.
Yep. Creep wave.
On another note, though, there is a lot of comfort picks once again. Like Rajix Pango, pretty hype. Pablo on the Willow, pretty hype. So maybe that's also part of their plan.
Did you see this play, by the way? I just want to quickly shout out. I don't think it really worked for Ixon here as well as he was hoping, but he did at least prevent the full creep wave from getting pulled on over. He aggroed because you can click. Oh, and he got a courier because you know you just click on the heroes and you aggro the creep wave, and then he tethered the creep that that Spirit Breaker was pulling, so that he pulled a couple of creeps with him over from the dire wave or from the radiant wave. Was pretty smart actually.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. But you have to get creative in the Razor lane, right? There's no other way you're going to win this one. As Pablo gets the first blood down bottom against Fishman, he might die as a result. Nope, Crystallis has no mobility just yet. He's just a level 1 Morphling. He is putting some punishment out, but level 1 Morphling, what are you going to do? Why are you not playing super defensively, Crystallis?
I don't think this man knows. That word is not in his vocabulary, or if it is, it's offense is the best defense. Mid lane, this is starting to be a little bad as well. As Ember Spirit 6-0 compared to the 13-2 of Stormer. So we're starting to see a bit of a lead already.
Glimpse back Rajix. Oh, they're going to try to kill him with a waveform this time. Bottom. Yep. They do have the damage. Crystals will get the first blood. Like I said, it's just not that great a Pango lane. I feel like Morphling kind of beats it here.
And these lane skipping shenanigans top lane is, as you say, it's the best way you can deal with this lane, because IO Razor is pretty unwinnable. Yep. You've just got here the Spirit Breaker here to absorb whatever experience that isn't denied away, to make sure the Wisp isn't going to be able to fully pull the waves, although it looks like he got the main wave secured. So he's doing his job. Well done.
Yep. Yep. I feel like they're playing this laning stage once again just better, right? Like they're just really
so far.
I think that's something that Creep Wave had as well last season. Like there's something they do really well. Gorg walked on the tower to get the one taste of the hit, right? To see how much tower damage it's doing. He's only level 2, so technically it's kind of bad. And Toby can just chase after him, but they don't want to force it that much against the IO healing with itself.
Yep. Yeah, they've. Oh,
and they got a kill.
All right.
They surprised him. He was not expecting that to happen, so I guess, yeah, good job.
Well, tanking this creep wave quite a bit. And they're going to look to turn body blocks onto Toby. How do you like it, huh? But Toby's pretty fast. They're fighting in other lanes. Or actually just everyone's total HP is just a little bit too low, so Toby's got a little bit of that thirst movement speed. Hard to really body block him.
Did he go for the blood right? Yeah, he went for the blood right point. So in that engagement, you know, they missed the blood right, and that was a really, really big deal. Even if Gork walked underneath the tower, not getting damaged by the blood right pretty much negates that level 3. So a lot of pro players, Fear talked about this in the panel, but it was really interesting that a lot of pro players now are getting very, very good at like just utilizing level of energy. But if you can't hit the blood right, then obviously that's not really utilized. Once again, same thing. Like you're level 3 Bloodseeker, but you might as well be level 1 because the only thing you're using here is the thirst. Bottom lane, Pablo dies. Top lane, the IXN is the target. Come in, Toby. Just get the last hit. Oh, he has no damage. That's why. That's why. And actually, Spirit Breaker's tanking this completely. Gork once again going for Toby. The static link is about to expire. Toby's looking for this. The final charge. We have the Blood Right as well. They push Gork out of the way. Kill the IO. The Blood Right will trigger this time. And Toby will get a little bit of healing. But I think his thirst was only level 1 back then, so not enough to go back into the lane.
No, but it'll secure him this next wave, and that'll heal him up a little bit. He is out of regen, so it's pretty crucial. He doesn't miss any of this CS. Missed the range creep, but that's fine. He got 2 of them.
Yeah, it's the smallest HP creep anyway.
Yeah, true. Exactly. That's why he missed it. It's inefficient. He just wants the experience.
It's inefficient. Yeah.
But similar symptoms to last game beginning to play out. Top lane a lot stronger this time around, at least for Team Bald, as I think Gork has not taken any deaths. Yeah, he's 1-0-0, in fact, so he's off to a much better start. But mid lane, Stormstormer is starting to bully Excalibur just a little bit, 31 and 11 compared to the 16 and 2. So, you know, of course, those are going to be some side camps farmed in between, but the same could be said and expected of Ember Spirit. So, yeah, some pretty dominant performance in the mid lane by Stormstormer, the German mid laner.
Yep. I mean, usually when they... There's a reason why
he's going to rotate top.
This hero relatively early. Huh?
This is early.
Are they going for Gork this time?
Yeah, he's got level 6.
Odd choice.
And they have scouted him with this ward.
Kill anyone.
So a nice ward being placed on
No, I don't think that's great, to be honest. I think, yeah, the rotation was not really that... Because the lane was pushed, right? So it was more of a like reactive rotation.
Yeah, agreed. I think they were just trying to tilt him. Trying to go from Team Ball to Team Mauled, as Excalibur now is going to be ganked middle. That's a great creep secure, and in fact, Zivy glimpse back. Oh, he's out of mana, and he's out of life as well. Down he goes. Top lane.
Was that TP? No, yeah, he just tried to TP in front of the Spirit Breaker.
Ooh.
Yeah, that happened.
And they've left Crystallis alone down bottom, and again, he's just 2v1ing perfectly fine. He's not on the Monkey King this time around. It's a Morph lane, and well, with level 5, 203 build, he feels confident enough to just stay here by himself.
Pango's just a really weak laner. I don't think there's anything Regix can do. Like, you're there to recover, and you have kill potential on 6, but that's it. Willow helps a bit, but there's not much synergy between Pango and Willow. Oh, I slowed him. Now you can set up your Bramble Maze better, and hopefully Morphling runs into 2 of them. Like, there's nothing to be done. Once you have Rolling Thunder, their synergy comes into play, but until then, the lane is just 2 heroes. Top lane. Nice attempt again. Yep. Took the cow for a walk.
It's important to take your cows for walks. There's a gank coming bottom now. Stormstormer should be able to, collect that kill into Radix. Pretty easy for him. Willow trying to TP out. They have a glimpse, however, as Pablo could not get out in time. Stormstormer holding on to the Sonic Wave. Unlikely to use it here, as he's not going to need it. 2 kills for Stormstormer then.
I love that Crystallis decided to not engage any further and just go back to the lane and farm. Much better, right? It's like, why? You know, Stormstorm will take care of this for me. And that's why they pick him as hero early. Like, if you pick him as one of these heroes, like his signature heroes, he will take over the game for you. Even with bad matchups, which I don't think he has, by the way, against an Ember.
No, yeah.
Well, I actually picked Ember into this now, I think.
They did, yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Wait a second, I'm pretty sure it was the 1-2 or 2-3 pick for Entity. So that's an instant D ward. That's always a little bit of a tilter. And it's going to make this mid lane contest a bit scarier, as the rune will spawn top. So Excalibur over 2 on the runes, looking for the kill on the Fishman as he avoids the glimpse, but there's going to be the Charge of Darkness. They collect the kill using the Shadow Realm, however, as Excalibur is safely away. However, Crystallis, once again, he's just going to get another solo kill down bottom casually.
Yep. He got it because, you know, he's a better Pango than the Pango. Like, genuinely, a Morphling does so much more turning into Pango than Pango can do to Morphling.
They're going for Gork.
Gork in the top lane, forced the TP. So this seems like, haha, I got away. But honestly, forcing the enemy carry to TP as an offlaner and even killing a support to boot with the TP expended, that's a win for Toby. Now he gets free hits on the tower. Nothing to disturb him. I don't know if Gork should even come back to this lane, to be honest. I mean, he should just go elsewhere.
Well, he's currently trudging along towards this top lane, ready to get to work on the defense. But Toby is quickly taking down his tower, or slowly taking down his tower, but with each wave here, should speed up just a bit. He's actually going to show back up again. He has been scouted, and there is Fishman nearby. He's going to immediately break the link, and well, the ulti used as well. That'll scare at least away. That'll scare Entity away at least, rather, for a little bit, and allow him to continue defending the tower. As now Team Bald, they're going to actually smoke and look to pick up a kill here onto the Bloodseeker, or perhaps even this Disruptor.
Interesting. Let's see if they can.
Looks good.
Toby obviously the target. There's nobody on low HP, so Toby should relatively be easy to kill. Fishman, good kinetic field. There's a blood right used. They're trying to get it to Toby. The magic stick, bait. Excalibur, low on mana. And here comes the charge as well. They did kill Toby in the end. In exchange for Excalibur, however, they do lose Fishman. And Gork has gone a bit too far to get the kill onto Fishman. Even the IO cannot save him. So he will fall on top of this. Stormer just styling all over them. No need for the Shadow Strike right now. Just full Blink and Scream of Pain build. Why would you need the Shadow Strike against an Ember? Well played, Stormer. They actually ended up getting the better part of that engagement, even though a smoke was used by Team Bald.
Yeah. 11-6. As well, this one I do believe is going to last longer than 13 minutes at least. How much longer, we are yet to see, but this is a good kill potentially. Excalibur, I believe, has been ruptured. He has, as he's leaving a wake of blood behind him. But Pablo, again, able to secure the kill there onto the Spirit Breaker. Pressure's being applied to mid lane, and with this wagon and a DD rune, Stormer is probably going to force some rotations. Yeah, here they come. They don't want to lose this tower this early on, Abo.
I don't think it's up to them. I mean, well, okay. I mean, we'll try.
Is Rolling Thunder ready?
He
just can't get glimpsed. And he's not. Okay.
Yep, the tower's down, though. I don't think the doubting and the Rolling Thunder made a difference there, by the way. Nice. You hang near the wall. That's how you deal with a Pango. Oh, but that interaction was stupid. Did he get pushed to the low ground and get hit by Rolling Thunder again?
No, I think he was...
Oh, it was just a crevice.
He was still on the high ground, and then you got a little parallax error there, my friend. He was on high ground the second time, and then he got pushed into the river.
My Dota is on lowest settings, mate. I can barely tell. I'm trying my best to follow.
Crystallis.
My computer is not strong.
They need to boot him out of this lane. He is just free farming down here. He's got this Morbid Mass now. It looks like he's...
How? Who ganks him?
I mean...
Oh, IO.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? Not even Razor is going to end up being too scary.
No. You just don't have that much kill potential. I guess once you get 6 on Pablo, which you just got, so maybe with Bedlam, maybe? I still think it's tough, though, because it's like it's burst-y damage. It's burst-ish damage, right? But it's not enough for a Morphling, I would say.
No, Fishman's
not immediate.
His smoke will break. They're going to likely know he's not alone, but Storm is going to find Gork perfectly here. Relocate being channeled, and nothing to cancel that one. Oh, no! They get the ulti off just in time, and I don't think Gork was expecting to still be here. He will fall. Crystallis gets another kill down bottom solo onto the Pango. And it's going to be a very successful smoke gank, even though it was pretty early scouted. So nicely done by Entity as they still managed to convert.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I guess it's looking bad. I mean, you're not up against a Lycan. Saving Grace, you're not up against a Lycan, so they don't have enough to capitalize on it as much as last game, right?
That's right, yes. And maybe you kill Morphling here? Terrorize? No, okay, he pump fakes it.
You have 0 kill potential. There's genuinely, unless Crystallis wants to, I don't think he's dying in this game.
Yeah, that just might be here. Yeah, good Sonic Wave here.
Rajix needs to blink, I think. I think once you get blink on Rajix, maybe it becomes a possibility. And you gank with like Razor as well, because that's your damage. Gork is going for Maelstrom, by the way, on the Razor.
Is he?
Is this a recovery Maelstrom? Is that the idea behind it?
I like it better than a recovery Midas.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, so recovery Maelstrom advantages this game. Obviously, you're going to farm faster. Razor already has a natural farming skill in Grain, but, you know, if you're really losing, then I guess it's fair. You get some magical damage for the Morphling as well in your auto attacks, which is needed, even though Pulse Field, again, also magical damage. And does not synergize with the Eye of the Storm. But at least you can deal with the Morphling's high armor. Bloodseeker also has high armor, so you can deal with that decently. I guess eventually you can turn to Gleipnir, which gives you more catch, which
Yeah.
Razor can utilize pretty well. He's a pretty Atos fan.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. Plus, you know, it synergizes with the overcharge attack speed, right? More procs, more farm.
And it looks pretty, right? Like
It
Razor
does.
exuding lightning
Yeah.
seems appropriate.
Yeah,
right?
lots of electricity, right? And it's going to be the double
Yeah,
Maelstrom
yeah.
as well. They're almost lining it up nicely here. Excalibur still a little bit behind the 8-ball, though, as he needs about another
Well.
700 more gold before he has his own Maelstrom up.
Yeah. Yeah, so the lower synergy, I think, is the most important part, I would say, about this build, right? That makes it much more appealing. He's going for BKB next.
Radiant are
I
scanning.
would have maybe liked the BKB earlier, right? I don't think that Maelstrom's going to help you fight. I don't know if the farming speed is going to be increased by that much.
What would you have replaced it
kinda
with then?
need
Or
a-
are you just going straight BKB?
Nah, just go straight BKB. You're a Razor. Like, you're strong enough. You don't need any more items. And, like, my concern with this build is more the fact that in a normal game, sure, experiment, I'm happy, like, go recovery, but I feel like you're getting run down. So the BKB is more of an emergency item of, we need to be able to do something. Razor does scale somewhat, but,
trying right now, and I'm lagging.
you know, not much to morphling.
Are they being run down right now? I feel like if they don't look for super aggressive farm, if they don't really contest too much with Entity, you know, it's like right now there's like a lion in the cage, and you just like, you gotta give the lion his space. Otherwise, he's just gonna like slap you with his claws and you're gonna die. That's kind of what this game feels like, but I feel like the lion can't be bothered. He's in a warm spot in the corner. You know how cats are, right? He can't be bothered to just go up and actually get you. Here's Toby. They will contest him, and they're actually going to go out and reload in as well. The Razor looking for this kill. Bedlam is out. They have maybe they will turn. No, I doubt it. Yeah, they've ruptured up the Razor, but there's not enough follow-up here.
Hold on. Excalibur. There's a Rolling Thunder. Ooh, they actually catch the quad. Stormer. Good. We see a sacrificial play there, and Excalibur might be in trouble. Sonic Wave hits him, and Storm will finish him off. As they do get rid of the Spirit Breaker, though, Rajix at least taking advantage of that. But in exchange, she's also going to fall.
Oh, they've glimpsed back. Oh,
What do we glimpse?
okay,
The Willow?
Yeah.
But yeah, she has Shadow Realm.
I'm not sure if that was
So-
a glimpse worth it, because you've just revealed your ward. Ah, well, whatever. Small place.
Yeah, I guess you could just defend the ward. Honestly, tier 1 is still up, right? So
Sure.
maybe you're not going to necessarily run down. Like, you'll have a little more time, as we see here. You still have options to make plays, but that's because the Queen of Pain didn't have her Orchid. Now she just got it. The Morphling is still finishing his Scotty
Oh, she did go Orchid. I thought
or Manta. I'm not sure what he's going to go for first.
I thought Stormstormer might have decided to purchase the Sange first. That's why I thought they had a bit more time. It was in the quick buy before. Oh, hello, Wisp.
Oh,
You're
okay.
dead. Goodbye.
I like the Orchid. You're winning by a lot. Just rush
Agreed.
it. Yeah, I completely agree with this. Billy.
Agreed. That's what I was about to say as well. Right now, I think they do need someone to apply a bit of pressure. Morphling, yeah, he can show up, but you'd rather have him be, you know, your safety farming mechanism. And if they happen to be fighting next to where he's farming, he can show up and kill people. But he's almost already got Scotty. Not quite. He's got one of the ultimate orbs, unless he's going for the Manta first, which he might be.
Yeah, he could be. Honestly, it's just stats right at this point. I like the Scotty first better because against ranged hero particularly, it just has nothing to do against you. And I don't really see a huge value of Manta this game, except for the Searing Chains. And since they're not really being too aggressive against you.
I just woke up. Not
Do you have a
even
Vessel
trying
carrier,
right
by the
now,
way,
like,
on
For Bald?
Bald Reborn? No.
No.
No
it
Vessel. Nobody's even building it.
Yeah,
huh?
it could have been the Willow. It was not a bad urn carrier,
Yep.
I would say. I'm a bit surprised they're not going for it. But of course, I think had there been
Or
a
even the
vessel,
Ember,
or
honestly.
yeah, true. But had there been a vessel or an urn, I think Crystallis just immediately turns this ultimate orb and Yasha into Manta, and then it feels a little bit wasted. That's the problem. When he's had such a great start and you have no immediate kill threat, it's like, is this going to make the difference? Maybe, maybe not. It's tough.
Sure. You have to do something, though.
Yeah.
You need some counters, right? And this, like the Scotty on Razor or Shivas or whatever will take forever. Rolling Thunder this time for Stormstormer. Link immediately. Oh, he got stuck there, though. But he still got put into fear. Static Storm to defend, and Stormstormer's dead. As they did silence up the Pandora. He could be in trouble. Blood right. Is that going to be enough to kill him? It will be, as Crystallis joins the fray. Actually turns into the Will there, and he's going to destroy poor Pablo. Gork has been ruptured, so he can't run away as easily. Oh, sorry, comes to the Ember there. And as Gork is going to be finished off here by the final waveform. Glimpse not even needed, as they also kill EIXN. Crystallis maybe a bit too strong. Good buyback committed by Stormstormer. Usually you'd come, oh, you at least have to use the buyback, but there it did so much for the team. It's early buyback, not a big deal.
Yeah, that was pretty big, and it looks like they're going to go for Aegis immediately off the back of this. High base damage on the Morphling, so he can just tear through the big guy all by himself, assisted by his team. Yeah, great fight. It was a promising start there for Team Bald. But it just feels like they're not quite strong enough to really go for these +1 engagements. You know, you get the first kill, maybe the support that was standing next to them, and then I think you bide your time and go back to farming, especially with a team that's this strong and with the looming threat of buybacks early. Stormer now is going to be bolstered by this Aegis, but a really promising start to that fight by Bald. I've got to give it to them. I wasn't really expecting them to be able to find a kill onto the flop this game, and they get him.
I mean, that blink dagger on Pango has been crucial. I think they've been taking good use of it. It's just that these fights maybe are not in the best positions because you're not right next to tier 1. So you're allowed for the buyback. Sonic Wave hits the Pango this time, actually. Pablo also dies with it.
Oh.
Rupture, goodbye, Rajix. And Excalibur, he's just going to give up. I guess the question now might start to be when do you throw the G?
It seems to be getting there. Yeah, they just can't be looking for fights.
You have Scotty and Morph now as well.
Oof. Okay, BKB's done for Gork, though. I think you at least let him use BKB once before you call it. Like, this is a big item for him. Maybe you can get off a Miracle Fight. The problem is, like, Queen of Pain did just buy back, but she also has Aegis. It's tough. It's real tough.
And now you also have the issue that, like, you just got BKB, right? I'm sorry, you guys just BKB, right? Not bad. But the Scotty completely nullifies you. So... That's it. Like, the BKB doesn't seem half as powerful getting it even 2 minutes later because of the nature of the Scotty.
Well, I mean...
Oh, you're going to just charge him?
Oh, yeah, he is. Okay. Static Storm...
that's a weird start.
Whiffs. This is maybe a promising start. Gork's in BKB. He's got the Wisp for healing. No, he's just going to die through the BKB. Crystallis is just way too strong. They've already popped both supports as well. And, well, maybe you were right, Avo. It seems like the Scotty's just a bit too strong.
Yep, there's this. Yep. There's a Scotty. I mean, what do you want to tell you? That's why I wanted the BKB earlier. I feel like Scotty just counters the strat completely.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yep.
Nope.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Again, kind of a promising start, though. You know, they whiff an ability like Static Storm, which has been a pretty big issue, but it still does a good job of splitting the fight. Everyone TPs to tier 2s, but Gork's just in a little bit too deep. And Wisp cannot even heal through all that damage this early on, and it was a pretty easy fight there. Who's this down bottom? The Pango. They give him chase as they hit him with the Scream of Pain. Stormer wants this kill with the Orchid and the Bloodrite and the charge. They will get it.
The best bet you have right now is try to cut lanes and elongate this game as much as possible, which is really difficult because the enemy team has a Bloodseeker and a Queen of Pain and a Disruptor even. Yes, and Spiritbreaker, like...
And
yeah, it's a tough.
And I just don't think that's really Razor's win condition, is it? He's not really the, guys, just wait, no. I can get Butterfly, I can get Scotty, I can get XYZ, and we'll win the game. He's more of your, I feel strong, I have level 12 BKB, let's fight, and then win off of that. It's what are you playing for, right, is the question. Is well, down goes the Wisp. He doesn't get to play very much Dota.
They found him.
Oh, no. He's just going to die. Second BKB charge, they just kill him right through it. It's just that easy.
I just woke up, not even trying, right?
Yep.
And I'm lagging.
I put the voice lines now. That RTC voice line I can imagine being extremely tilting. Axe is up on Toby as well. He's going to go for that build. Aetherline's Axe, I'm assuming Refresher next door. Either that or Octarine Core is the usual build where you take advantage of Rupture. Rupture is just kind of OP this game, so I completely agree with this build.
It's a strong ability, isn't it? Strong ability.
I mean, it's just some games it doesn't feel very impactful, but when you can last pick a Bloodseeker, you know.
What's a game it doesn't feel
Tango,
impactful? Maybe like a Wraith King Core or something like that? Like.
No, more like Dusa or like Terrorblade. Because, oh, look, I stopped the Dusa Terrorblade. They're not going to walk anywhere.
What the heck? You know? Such a disrespectful charge in right there. They can't even punish him. He's just going to leave. That man was just like, guys, watch this. I'm going to charge into their base.
I mean, this is the most entity gaming style play, right? Yeah, I know you saw the lobby who's saying he's a big fan. He's a big fan of Gork. He's like, Gork, say hi to me. And Crystal's like, shut up.
He has you muted.
Don't answer.
Yeah.
He has you muted.
I mean,
it's pretty
this
funny.
is the team that did have a Mar for a while. Replaced him with Toby, as there's going to be a quick little kill there. Is that a BKB? No, it's just a shard. Big Static Storm here. Is going to trap the Ember Spirit and certainly condemn him. He's going to get Rajix. Oh, Sonic Wave picks up the two of them. Gork pops the BKB, trying to fight through this, but he's ruptured. He can't move, he can't heal, and he can't live. There's a dieback now on the Wisp as he TP'd back into that fight. Storm went with 3 kills, but 4 dead, 5 after the buyback, and the GG has dropped Avo to the 2-0 win in favor of Entity.
Yep. Honestly, they kind of just got very heavily outdrafted. At least last game is hard to tell because pocket strats are pocket strats. So I would give it more benefit of the doubt. But in this game, I think the drafting theory itself came into play a lot for Entity Gaming, and it dismantled the draft that we all know well.